Don't you hate that asshole who always ruins something you really like by telling you a whole bunch of bad stuff about it? Well, with our next video, I'm going to be that asshole. If you happen to love shopping at Urban Outfitters, get ready for that to change, because this is too much information.
Just like Subway sandwiches tasted way better before you found out the bread contained the same stuff as a yoga mat, and iPhones were way cooler before you knew about the suicide nets surrounding the factories where they're made, and Bill Cosby was so much funnier before, well, you know, it's the same with Urban Outfitters. For millions of young people across the country, Urban Outfitters is the store of choice for matching that just right pair of skinny jeans with that just right ironic t-shirt to wear while reading that just right crappy novelty book. Along with sister brands Anthropology and Free People, Urban Outfitters is practically a public utility for young suburbanites trying to be cool. And who's the super hip scenester behind all that cool? This guy. Meet Richard Hain, co-founder and CEO of Urban Outfitters Incorporated. Hain loves selling hip clothes to identity-seeking teens almost as much as he loves giving money to anti-gay politicians. Over the years, Hain has personally donated over $14,000 to noted homophobe Rick Santorum, at least 1,000 of which was donated after Santorum made statements comparing homosexuality to bestiality. When Hain was asked if he shared Santorum's views on gays, he refused to offer any comment, saying, "I have my own opinion, but I'm not going to share it." Pretty cool. But while he wouldn't share his opinion with a reporter, he might be okay with sharing it with his store's inventory managers. In 2008, Urban Outfitters quickly discontinued a t-shirt that read, "I support same-sex marriage," within a week of it hitting store racks. But gays shouldn't feel singled out by Urban Outfitters. The store has been criticized for selling items that are offensive to nearly every race and sexual orientation. At Urban Outfitters, backwards-minded stereotypes are fashion-forward. The Navajo Nation even sent Urban a cease and desist letter telling them to stop putting the word Navajo on items like the company's Navajo Hipster Panty and the Navajo Flask, because nothing's cooler than appropriating Native American identity to brand random crap manufactured in Asia. Having managed to offend a majority of minorities, last year, Urban turned its attention to a heretofore untapped group to be insensitive about: Dead Kids, when it began selling a vintage Kent State sweatshirt designed to look like it was covered in bloodstains, an amusing nod to the killing of 4 Kent State students in 1970. But offending people to feign edginess isn't the company's only transgression. They also love stealing from independent designers. Urban Outfitters has repeatedly been forced to pull t-shirts and jewelry lines from their stores after designers accuse the brand of ripping off their creative work. You'd think that in an era where young people who shop at these stores are more open-minded and inclusive than ever, the company's bottom line would be suffering. But Urban Outfitters is doing better than ever, having just recorded over $1 billion in quarterly sales for the first time in its history. We're sure that Richard Hain would love to give all the open-minded, inclusive young shoppers who made that happen a big, fat hug, if he wasn't afraid it might make him seem gay and lead to bestiality. They say an informed customer is a happy customer. We say, not necessarily.